All right, so guys, welcome back. Hope you have all joined the new link. Okay, so the next question that we are going to solve here is this one. Find if the angle between the straight lines joining foci and the ends of the minor axis and the ends of the minor axis and the ends of the minor axis of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 is 90 degrees is 90 degrees, then find E, then find the eccentricity of the ellipse. So basically this is the situation when you join the foci to the ends of the minor axis, let's say like this. This is going to be 90 degree. Then find E. Then find E. Absolutely correct, Gaurav. Very good. So answer, as Gaurav rightly pointed out, is 1 by root 2. So guys, it's very simple problem. If you look at it, right, this is going to be 45 degree each. 45 degree, 45 degree each. Okay. So this will also be 45. So as a result, what happens? This triangle is an isosceles triangle. So this and this side will become equal. Correct. So B becomes equal to A. Right? So E becomes B by A. E becomes B by A. And we already know E square is 1 minus B square by A square. So E square is 1 minus E square. So 2E square is 1. That means E square is equal to half. So E is 1 by root 2. E is 1 by root 2. Okay. Easy question. Next is find the equation of the ellipse. Find the equation of the ellipse with center at the origin, whose minor axis is equal to the distance between the foci. The distance between the foci and latus rectum length of latus rectum is 10 units. Now I can mention any one of the two equations that you feel like. Please type in the chat box once you're done. So you may assume your A to be greater than B in this case. So you can assume A to be greater than B. Okay. So what is the first thing given to us? The first thing given to us is 2B is equal to 2AE. Right? Is the length of the minor axis is equal to the distance between the foci, which means B is equal to AE. And second thing given to us is 2B square by A is 10. Correct? That is B square is 5A. As you can cancel over here. Okay. And B square is also known to be A square 1 minus E square. Correct? Right? Now, first of all, let us substitute B as AE over here. So it becomes a square e square as a square 1 minus e square, which means 2e square is 1. That means e is 1 by root 2. Okay, no doubt about that. And when we substitute it over here, you get your b as a by root 2. That means b square is a square by 2. B square is equal to a square by 2. Okay. Now b square is also 5a. So 5a is equal to a square by 2. So it implies a is equal to 10. Absolutely correct. Most of you have given the right answer. A is equal to 10. And if a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10 by root 2. So you can write the equation of the ellipse as x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, which means x square by 100 plus y square by 100 into 2 is equal to 1. So x square plus 2y square is equal to 100. So this is the desired equation. Absolutely correct. So most of you have answered it correctly. Okay. Next question is a bit of application based question. So there is an arc in the form of a semi-ellipse. In the form of a semi-ellipse. Okay. It is 8 meters wide and 2 meters high at the center. It is 8 meters wide and 2 meters high at the center. Find the height of the arc. Find the height of the arc at a point 1.5 meters from one end. Find the height of the arc at a point 1.5 meters from one end. So it's a scenario like this. So this entire span is 8 meters wide. And this is 2 meters wide. So they're asking you the height of the arc. They're asking you the height of the arc at a distance of 1.5 meters. So they are asking you h. Once you're done, please type in your response in the chat box. Point 8. Can you give me in terms of fractions? Okay, 1.56. So yeah, Shreya is correct. 1.56. Yes, Gaurav is also correct. Okay, guys. So first we'll have to give it a form of a equation of a ellipse. So assume that your 2a is your b, 2 meters is your b, and a is 4. Okay. So x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 is the equation of the ellipse. Okay. Assuming origin to be at this point. So this point will be at a distance of 2.5. Okay. So when x is 2.5, what is y is what has been asked. Or you can say when x is 2.5, y is h. Okay. So let's find it out. So 2.5 square by 16 plus h square by 4 is equal to 1. Right? 2.5 is like 25 by 2.5 square is 25 by 4. So 25 by 64 is h square by 4 equal to 1. So you can simplify it. H square by 4 is equal to 39 by 64. Cancel off a factor of 4. So you get h as under root 39 by 4. Under root 39 by 4 meters. That's yes, approximately 1.56 meters. All right. So guys, since not much of a time is left, I would not start a new thing. I'll just keep on doing some more problems. Okay. And whatever we have done today is basically very, very important for your school level stuff as well. So let's take another question. Find the equation of the ellipse. Find the equation of the ellipse whose foci is at, or whose foci are 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 3. Whose foci is, or whose foci are at 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 3. No, no other information is given. Okay, I think you can also take whose semi-minor axis is root 5. You can include this information as well. Else there will be so many cases. So this information is also there. So I have made the required correction. So also include this as the part. Semi-minor axis is root 5. Now can you try? Once you're done, you can either send me the snapshot on my WhatsApp chat or you can type it in the chat box here itself. Okay, so let's discuss this now. So guys, a perfect recipe to solve this question will be by using the second definition of an ellipse, which we had learned a little while ago, with respect to the focal distances of any point on the ellipse. So the sum of the focal distances of any point on the ellipse will always be equal to the length of the major axis, right? Now, how do I get to A? Because what is given to us is your B. B is root 5, right? Now, first of all, the distance between the two foci is 2AE, right? Which is clearly 4, correct? So AE is equal to 2. And you know that B square is A square minus A square E square. So B square is A square minus 4, and this is equal to 5. So A square is equal to 9. So your A is actually 3. Okay. Now I would use the distance. I'll use the basic locus of an ellipse, that is distance from 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 3 is always equal to 2A, which is 6. So using the definition of an ellipse, that S1P plus S2P, let's say this is P, this is S2, this is S1. S2P is equal to 2A, which is 6. I can write under root of H minus 2 square, Y minus 3 square, plus under root of H plus 2 square, Y minus 3 square is equal to 6. Okay. Now, how to simplify this? Very simple. You can take this term to the other side. Okay. And square both the sides. And square both the sides. That will give you H minus 2 square, Y minus 3 square is equal to 36 plus H plus 2 square, Y minus 3 square minus 12 under root of H plus 2 square, Y minus 3 square. So these two terms will get cancelled off. And if I'm not wrong, that will leave you with H square minus 4H plus 4. And here you have 36 H square plus 4H plus 4 minus 12 under root of H plus 2 whole square, Y minus 3 whole square. Okay. So H square gets cancelled. 4 squares also gets cancelled. So you will have minus 8H is equal to 36 minus 12 under root of H plus 2 square, Y minus 3 square. So divide throughout with 4, you will get 2H minus, 2H plus 9 whole square is equal to 9 times H plus 2 whole square, Y minus 3 whole square. So what I did is, I brought this 36 to the left side and I divided throughout with minus 4 and I squared both the sides. Okay. So when we do that, we get 4H square plus 36H plus 81 is equal to, this is why I'm writing Y over here. I should be writing, okay, let me write X everywhere since I've already written Y in half the places. So this is K. This is K. Okay. So 9 times h square plus k square plus 4h plus 4 plus 9 minus 6k. So when you simplify this, you get 5h square, 9k square minus 54k. Okay. I think h and h will get cancelled. Both will have 36h. And constant will be, again, 36 will be left. Correct. So we can generalize this. We can generalize this as 5x square 9y square minus 54y plus 36 equal to 0. Now this is one way to do it. Another way is you would realize when you draw the figure that your foci is at 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 3. So your foci will be parallel to the y-axis. So this is your scenario. So this is your ellipse. So this line will be parallel to the x-axis. Okay. So you can always find the midpoint first. The midpoint is going to be minus 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 3. The midpoint is going to be 0 comma 3. Correct. And you know 2AE. So you know your A and B first of all. You know B is 3 and A is root 5. Sorry, A is 3 and B is root 5. A is 3 and B is root 5. So you can also use the formula x minus 0 whole square by A square plus y minus 3 whole square by B square equal to 1. That's x square by 9, y minus 3 whole square by 5 equal to 1. That actually gives you 5x square plus 9y minus 3 square is equal to 45. That's 5x square 9y square minus 54y plus 36 equal to 0. Now this is a much easier way to solve the problem as compared to the previous one. So it's an easier method. Okay. But the reason why I showed you the other method is you can also use the other method in case you require it. Is that clear, guys? Any question with respect to this? So the next class that we are going to have on ellipse would be a 1 hour class, not more than that, where I will talk about the following things. How a line intersects or condition for the intersection of a line, condition of intersection of a line, y equal to mx plus c with the standard case of a ellipse. Okay. And while we are doing this, we'll also find out the condition of tangency. We'll also find out the condition of tangency. Condition of tangency. Second thing that we'll talk about is the equation of tangents and normals. Okay. Both in Cartesian, both in slope form, point form, and parametric form. So this would be the agenda for the next class, and after that I'm going to start with hyperbola. So request those who have not seen the parabola and ellipse video today to please see it before you come for the next class, because these things will not be repeated again. Of course, doubts can be entertained. Okay. So guys, over and out from my side. Thank you so much for coming live. Bye bye. Have a good night.